The name Tribecca was created from the word trike and barista Rebecca Chong, and it is the only stand of its kind in Cambridge to create coffee purely by the power of pedalling.
It's unique because it's highly innovative, there's no electricity, it's all pedal powered, and it packs up and I can cycle it all around town.
But without the use of electricity, how exactly does this bike produce coffee?
You literally sit in it like an ordinary bike, and it has a set of handlebars that bolt onto the front so you can steer it just like a bike. And when you're pedalling in the drive mode, then you're pedalling around and you pedal it like an ordinary bike. It's got gears, and it changes the clutch and changes it into coffee mode, which is when it switches to start actually physically grinding the beans. So it's got something called a belt drive, so it's not a chain, it's a belt that runs right up through the top of the bike and connects to the grinder, and literally as you pedal it turns the belt, which then turns the grinder and grinds the beans, but at the same time it's turning a pump which is pumping water into the machine.
There are only 23 coffee trikes in the world, and Tribecca is unique to Cambridge, but there is also something unusual about the coffee beans themselves.
So I'm using beans from Redemption Roasters, and they're really unique because the beans themselves are actually roasted in a youth offenders institute in Aylesbury, and they roast the beans there and teach the inmates up to a professional barista standard. So by the time they're released, they place them in coffee shops using their contacts, which I think is just a fantastic initiative.
Tribecca can be found at Cambridge North, where there are currently no other coffee outlets, and Outspoken believe it is the perfect addition to the city's newest station.
Cycling is such a fundamental part of Cambridge's identity, and coffee's great, and cycling and coffee go really well hand in hand with each other. And there's no other coffee offering at the station at the moment, so it fills that gap. And it's fun, and it's a great thing to be able to ride around. It's also very green as well, which is very nice. So I think it's just a great thing to have anywhere, but especially Cambridge.
And for Rebecca Chong, this venture is the start of a new life.
So I finished my job last week. I was working in international student recruitment, and it all took off from there. I thought, I could do that. I could make that into something. I think Cambridge would love it. It's lovely working outside. It's lovely working with the public, who have been incredibly kind and responsive to the bike. Everyone really enjoys seeing how the coffee's ground, and it's a really great cup of coffee.
But what exactly has the reaction been to Tribecca and her coffee?
Absolutely terrific. I love the way she cycles so fast.
The coffee is really good. I've enjoyed it. I've had a few since Rebecca has been here.
Rebecca hopes to cycle around Cambridge to deliver her coffee to everyone in the city. This is Katura Sestine for That's TV.